everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear. We're going to look at some new pads from Exalt. These are the Exalt FreeFlex elbow pads. So they're layered quad core protection. It's a very, very lightweight elbow pad. So if you're looking for something that offers a substantial amount of padding actually, but doesn't feel like much when you're wearing it, definitely check these out. The FreeFlex pad. On the underside, so this, what you're looking at right here is the bottom. So this section of the arm right here, and this is the top side, obviously. So this section right here is just one piece of material, and it's pretty thin. So it's got good moisture wicking ability, good air transfer, so it's gonna keep you nice and cool. But there's not a lot of like superfluous just stuff there to feel bulky or to feel tight or anything like that. It's a very stretchable material, very breathable, and it really feels like when you've got your arm on there that there's not a lot there, which is good. On the underside, you really don't need a lot of padding or anything on the bottom of your, or on the inside of your elbow pad. And then the padding itself, you've got nice foam section right on the elbow right here, so actually a dual layer. You've got the standard layer of foam here. Actually, let me rephrase that. Underneath this, you've got one layer of neoprene that runs right against the back of your arm, your forearm. And then you've got this second layer right here, and then you've got this other layer that is on top. So 4 layers, this basic layer, 1 layer neoprene, this big pad right here, and then the next layer up on top on the elbow really generates the padding and the feel of padding that you're looking for without just getting over the top. You can see that it's been molded into a bunch of different sections, so the flexibility and the movement through this is perfect. When you're wearing it, it's kind of an odd feel to it. And it took me a minute to get used to it. So I'm gonna put this on. Now this is a large for my arm right here. And you can see that the top right here is quite long. So it goes all the way up into my armpit, like almost all the way to the fold in my armpit. Now that just could be that I don't have very long arms. I don't. My arms are kind of just normal size. They're kind of short. But the padding that's on the bottom here, when it's on the backside, and when you're wearing it, it feels kind of like it's floating up above your arm. You really don't feel the padding pushing against your arm, which is a nice feature. It kind of sits away from your arm, and it's not until you bend and you're pushing against that padding, or till you hit the ground and the padding pushes against your arm, that you actually feel the padding sitting there, which I think is kind of cool. It's different, and the feel is definitely very light and very free. So I think that's a good choice. Now this strap that you see that runs underneath here is not attached to anything underneath. So what you do with this is you've got your arm in here like you see right there. Now you could, in theory, wear this without the strap, but I think the strap actually really helps. When I first put it on, I took the strap off and was like, I don't understand why I need this. And then just having it off, it almost feels too loose or too airy. I don't know if that's a possibility, but that's kind of how it feels. But having this on here gives this feeling of like it's being held in place, like it's just a little bit more secure. I mean, you could run it without that on there, I guess. But kind of a cool thing though is once you strap it up, you think that this would get caught on your shirt or your jersey, whatever. All you need to do is you just run that around. You just spin it around so that now the Velcro's on the inside here. It's gonna be held in place. It's not gonna be able to come undone. It's not gonna get caught on anything, but you still have the nice secure setup with that. And when you're done, and you need it back, you just whip it back around, undo it, and get out of your elbow pad. So that's pretty cool. We talked about the padding there. You got some padding down on your forehead, or your forehand down here on the backside of it. Thumb loop to run your hand through there. Obviously, if you don't want to run the thumb loop, you don't have to, but the thumb loop helps keep this in place and pulled forward, so you've got the protection on the back of your hand. I think they're pretty cool. If you're looking for a lightweight pad for your elbows, but you don't want to sacrifice any of the padding, check these out, these FreeFlex pads. They're comfortable, they're light, they got enough padding to get the job done. I think they kind of hit all the marks just right. So definitely give them a look. These are the Exalt FreeFlex elbow pads. They're available on the website. Order yours now through ansgear.com.